Hello, everyone. Welcome to Valhelsia Enhanced Vanilla. This is episode 27 of our Let's Play series for Minecraft Java. And in this episode, I'm going to be showing you some off-camera work I did. And, I don't know. We'll see what we get up to. So, yeah. First thing I did was I increased how many chunk loads we can have in the config file, in your save file, in the server folder. Okay? So, I changed like 3 different files, so, yeah, I'm not quite sure which one worked. So, first time I tried it didn't work, and then second time I tried it didn't work, and then the third time I tried it worked, so, it's one of the config files. So, yeah. Okay, so I made these generators, and I put the pipes. Remember, we had the one generator, so I just kind of mirrored it for all the generators. And I ended up having to put a chest between the generator and the pipe because it was building up in the pipe and causing insane lag. So, the chest, I think, will be a limiter, hopefully. It seems to work here as a limiter. So, I'm not sure. I just think it's, yeah. So, I also added another, crafting grid. And I increased how many water wheels we have so that I could, ratio it a little bit higher so it would go faster. So we now have more water wheels down here producing energy. So another change that I did was this thing is configured to spit out 64 instead of 1 at a time. And he just puts the 64 in there so he's not like spastically going. So he puts 64 in there, and then the crafting grids do their work. I'm probably going to add a third crafting grid to the system. Because as you can see, we're not keeping up. Which means we could probably add some more jennies to this. So, I went ahead and I made a bunch of this gold, because we had a lot of gold. I made a bunch of this gold wire, and I sent it across to the base. But we need a higher energy storage, because we're still using the battery box and it's not enough. Also, this thing did its work, as you can see, and we have quite a bit of stuff in here now. So with hydrogen. So, yeah. It's still really slow, but we got our aluminum. But the aluminum can only be processed in the blast furnace, so we're going to have to make a blast furnace. Yep, more stuff that we have to do. Also, as you can see, I did a bunch of work off camera. We went mining like 3 times, and I hung out and I got like a whole bunch of the logs, and I processed them for rubber. And yep, I've been busy. It's the thing is that a lot of this stuff is really grindy and annoying, and I just really didn't want you guys to have to sit there and watch it. So if you're playing along and you're don't have a whole lot of time, I would suggest not doing Tech Reborn, because it's just one problem after another, and it's like so much work, dude. I mean, just between last episode and this episode, I played off camera for about 16 hours. I mean, it was a lot. So I don't know. I really do suggest that if you don't want to grind, you probably should not bother with Tech Reborn because it is very, very grindy. And it's like, I don't even know how it can be construed as vanilla Minecraft because it's not even close to vanilla Minecraft. In fact, it's so far away from vanilla Minecraft that, yeah, I think it should be taken out and I think Create should just be left in. Botania was more vanilla in Minecraft than this thing is. But anyway, that's just my opinions, you know, and you know how what they say about opinions. Everyone has one and they all stink. So, but anyway, so today we're going to be trying to make this this upgraded containment. But first we're going to have to make that a bigger furnace. So that's an industrial blast furnace. What about just a blast furnace? Can we just like make a blast furnace? I don't know. I think it might not. I think we might have to make an industrial. I don't think we can just do a blast furnace. You know, because nothing's easy anymore. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can just make a blast furnace. It says there's a blast furnace. How do I make a blast furnace, people? Well, it's got the brown on it, so... It's got the brown. That's the industrial blast furnace. How do I make a blast furnace? And why am I not seeing it? Where are you? Hello. Okay, fine. How do I... Oh. Okay. Why does it let me pick things up and drag it? That's bizarre. So, there is no blast furnace. It says there is. It says there is, but when you mouse it, it says industrial. So, I guess it's the same thing. Well, we have these. I made a whole passel of them. We have to make that. We have some of these. I made them ahead of time. We need 2 electric furnaces. So what's this? Nickel and copper. So how do I get nickel? Because it's not easy, right? Not going to be easy. How do I make nickel? Please tell me how to make nickel. Nickel dust. Oh, here we go. Nickel dust is obtained from industrial grinder grinding up. I have no idea what that is. Oh, we can get it from gold though. We have to have silk touch. You have to have silk touch to get it? Seriously? Sure. And what is this? That cannot be the only way to get it, dude. There's no way. Okay, hold up. Nickel is got from nickel dust. Grinding. A scrap box. Scrap box. What is this thing? This thing that it's in? Oh, okay. You can just use water. Water and sheldonite. Sheldonite. I've never seen sheldonite. Requires mining 28. Are you serious? Deep slate. It says deep slate. Can be found in the end. And this one is unobtainable in survival mode. So we can only get this in the end? Are you serious? We can get it from gold, but it requires us to have this chemical. And the gold has to be silk touched. Dude. Okay. This chemical reactor. Compressed air with sodium sulfide. Sodium sulfide is sulfur and sodium. Where do I get sodium from? Well, that doesn't help any. We need sulfide. Oh my gosh, my brain is exploding, guys. Electrolyzer. How do I get sulfide? How do I get any of this stuff? Can it... Okay. I can't keep track of all the steps that I have to do to get this stupid stuff. Okay, so nickel dust. To get nickel dust, we have to do the industrial grinder. We have to grind up gold in the industrial grinder. And it requires this chemical. This chemical is produced by combining compressed air with sodium sulfide. To get sodium sulfide, we need... Okay, we have this industrial centrifuge, right? Yeah, we have that. How do I get it with industrial centrifuge? Lava. Lava gets electrum. That's not what we were wanting, though. And it's not showing me what I need. Sulfur. Lava. Hydrogen. It's not showing me what I need, guys. Sulfur cell with sodium cell. Okay, so this thing, to make a sulfur cell, how do I make a sulfur cell? Netherrack. Did I grind up some? I did. Okay. Alright, pull all this junk out of there. Compressed air. Aluminum. Titanium. Take those out. Okay, this is electrolyzer. This is a centrifuge. We need a centrifuge, not an electrolyzer. Okay. 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 Welcome to the wide, wide world of not knowing what we're doing. Let's go ahead and put this up. And let's go put this up real quick. Hydrogen. What can I do with hydrogen? So we need... Okay, so this combines. Okay, so the chemical reactor combines chemicals. Maybe if I think of it in simpler terms, it'll be easier for me to remember stuff. So that's the combiner. The centrifuge goes around in circles. I remember that. So it separates. So the centrifuge separates different compounds from the original compound. Or different elements from the original compound. That combines them. Not sure what the heck that does. I don't know what this does. Diesel. Oil cells with empty cells gives you diesel, sulfuric acid, and glycerol. So the extractor will empty them, and then the electrolyzer, which is what we've got, there's all kinds of funky stuff with ground up stuff. Can I get sulfur from any of this? I need sulfur. Sulfur. Sulfur is like a yellowish color, right? I'm not seeing sulfur. That's calcium. Or calicum. Oh no, that's calcium. There's sodium. Lazurite. It's gonna be yellow, right? There's sulfur dust from cinnabar. No, no. Nope. Okay. Hold on. Helium. One of these is sulfur. Oh, I guess it's a reddish color. Okay, how do I get this? The electrolyzer, we got one of those. So, sulfuric acid. A centrifuge can give it with netherrack. We're gonna have to make a centrifuge, guys. We're gonna have to make a centrifuge. Oh. How do I get sulfur dust? you can get sulfur dust from stuff. Oh. Yeah, that's a very expensive way to get sulfur dust. Grinder. You get sulfur from pyrite and galena. Hey, we have galena. But it's the industrial grinder and it needs water. Okay, so we gotta make an extractor. Don't you hate it when you accidentally put your hand on the wrong keys? Kind of annoying. And then we need just a regular chip. Okay, so there's our extractor. And then inventory management for the win. Oh, actually, I forgot I had those in my... Okay, so we got that. And then we're going to need... 2, 2, and 4. That should be it. So give us our centrifuge, please. And then we're going to need some more cables. So, this centrifuge thing, we're going to need to make more of those. We're going to have to go mining again, guys. This is sucky. Sucky. Now we're low on 10. Take that back. I need to make more of those empty cells. Okay, so give me this netherrack dust. So we put this in there and that in there, and it should give us sulfur. Maybe. Maybe if we say pretty please with sugar on top, it'll give us sulfur. Grind more of that up. Oh, we have bauxite still. Okay. So this is going to take a while. Urban weeks. So anyway, as you can see, this mod is extremely grindy. It's just insane, the amount of grind that it requires. Like I said, if you don't have a whole lot of time, I really suggest not bothering with it. We need that upgraded storage. MFE, we need this. So we got to make these energy crystals, which is going to require an assembly machine, which we don't have yet. To make these requires a chemical reactor, which we also do not have yet. So let's make the chemical reactor first. So it's going to require 2 extractors and a compressor. And Invar plates. Invar, we don't have Invar. Invar. Invar dust comes from something. No, we don't know where Invar dust comes from. You gonna tell me where Invar dust comes from? Nope. Alloy. Thank you. Nickel and iron. And nickel came from something. Nickel was a dust. And we get the dust from the industrial grinder. I kind of feel like we're going around in circles at this point. You know? And it comes from gold. And what was the reason why we didn't have the industrial grinder yet? I don't remember. Industrial grinder. We made the electrolyzer. We have it. Well, we're using it. So we're gonna have to make another one. Oh no. So we have to make another one of these, which is gonna require 2 extractors. Iron plates. So we gotta do 2 more extractors. And 2 chips. So we just need 2 of these. Two of these, 1 of those. We need 4 of these. Two of these. Oh, actually, no, it was 1. Right? And 2 of these. Alright, we have our electrolyzer for the grinder. Now we just need to make these, which is going to require steel. And steel is made in the blast furnace, which we don't have. Pretty easy to make it though. But we have to have the industrial blast furnace. So now we're back to this. Oh look, we're back to the nickel conundrum. Great. Super. What about the small piles? Platinum. What's platinum come from? Grinding up showdown, of course. Of course. Why didn't I think of that? You know, the stuff in the end. Because, like, when we're in the end, it's the end, guys. So, yeah. You can create platinum dust with this. Yeah, my brain is just gone. I don't know. It's too much. Absolutely too much. All I wanted to do was make this. Which requires this. Two extractors, but we can't do this because we have to use the in-bar plate. And to make the in-bar requires nickel. And to make nickel you have to get nickel dust. And to make nickel dust, you have to use the industrial grinder. What about this small nickel dust? What about this? Where does this come from? Industrial centrifuge. And scrap boxes. Industrial centrifuge, platinum, and look, we're right back to it. Yeah. Okay. So see, my hang up with this is, I know, it says the end. Okay, we have to go to the end. Which, okay, I get it. But, like, if I go to the end, I'm gonna kill the end dragon and it's the end of the game. Right? Because that's the goal we set. So, like, all of this stuff is for why. It's not like there's some big boss to kill after the end dragon. Once you've killed it, it's dead. What do you... Why would you... Okay, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm almost completely done with this mod. So, I'm just done. I think we need to focus our efforts somewhere else. I was, you know, we have all that stuff that we were putting together and everything, and I'm just... I don't know. I was thinking we would be able to at least get this stuff working and going and all that, you know, but we can't even really get into it until after we're done with the game. So what's the point of that? That's stupid. Alright, well. It's whatever. Not even gonna. Alright, so I guess what we're gonna do then is... we can't upgrade that until we have stuff from the end, which it will basically be the end of the game anyway, so I don't know. So, let's see what upgrades we can get for our chest plate. So, we got netherite. Which is looking like it's the best. Well, this is the best, but that ain't... I'm not even gonna bother with it. So... I guess we're gonna be doing netherite. So what we need to do is we need to finish leveling this stuff up. We need a few points on this, and this, and this. We'll go ahead and rest. Oh, it's morning. Alright. Let's go ahead and empty out our inventory because we have a whole bunch of junk in here. Oh. Okay, well, you can have that then because I don't want it. And put that there and put that there. Oh, no, that goes on this one. And that one. And we got our frame glass, which throw over there. And what else? Something with that. So we need to go to the end, I guess, and find a bastion. I think that would be a good use of our time because we're gonna need that template. Can't believe I wasted all those resources and all that time on this Tech Reborn thing. I played Industrial Craft like a whole bunch of times and I don't remember it being this grindy. I mean, this is pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty nuts. It gets cool dust. But yeah. So I think that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to go ahead and go back to the end and see if we can locate a bastion. Actually, let's get the clay before we go because we need to level up some more. And that's how we were leveling up, is the clay. In hindsight, I probably should have made this room a little bit bigger. Probably. Oh, that Tech Reborn has really stressed me out. I am very stressed. I'm super irritated that we can't get the stuff that we want done. It's crazy. I don't know why that guy is just like a not. I mean, I think what's happening is it's not chunk loaded, right? So it just keeps giving them jobs over and over again, even though there's no machines open because it can't keep track because it's not chunk loaded. That's probably what's going on. Wow, we have tons and tons of emeralds, guys. Alright, so we got 2 more points. So let's put them in that. And let's go spend some of these emeralds because why not? What you guys got that I'm interested in? Red? I don't know if I want red. Purple's pretty. Let's get some of this purple. And some of this. I don't want the blue. Quartz pillars are nice. Okay, well, I really don't want any of that, so... Hey, guys. So you're a master. What about you? You're a journeyman? Oh, didn't even quite get a point. Of course, it would be ideal to be able to buy one thing and then sell it to somebody else, but I don't think that's going to happen for us. I don't. Man, I can't believe that stuff is locked behind the end. It's so irritating. I could... I mean, because I feel like we've gone so far with it, and it's like annoying because it's like we worked so hard. Fine, whatever. Let's see if we can locate a bastion. Hopefully not die to the nether. So it's going to be a big black square. I'm not seeing anything though. That was a remnant from our excursion. Go ahead and fix it. That's when we had the crashing issue. All right. Hi. That's a horse. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and put our night sight on so I can see. Wow. I wonder if you could tame them. Excuse me. So the best way to find the Bastion, I would think, would be to get down to lava level. And just, you know, like start digging. Let's see here. Just go south, I guess. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Alright. Excuse me. So we're just gonna go south and see where it gets us. Oh, hello. Let's not fricashy Lady Eternity today, thank you. Why, yes, we will take all your lovely nether quartz. Because why not? Bingo. We found some. So we're gonna try to get to that point right down there in this video. Guess that'll be really sweet. Hello. What are you? Spowlerite. Spowlerite. And you drop yellow garnets. Dust. Redstone. We got cinnabar. Spowlerite. Hello. Goodbye. He might have dropped something. Let's go see if we're gonna get to make an regen potion. Hello. Don't kill me. Jerk. Did you drop a gas tier? No, guess not. Sorry, dude. Them's the brakes. Right, so if we could just skinny across right there. Might be a good thing. Yep, super dangerous. And that's it for our cobble. But we have found our bastion, guys. So that is awesome. So goal reached. I'm going to go back to the house real quick. And because we're going to need more cobblestone. So in between episodes, I will cobble my butt over there to the bastion. And in the next episode, we're going to go explore that bastion. And hopefully we'll find the template. Alright. So that's super. We got ourselves a bastion to explore. Ugh, lag. Alright. So let's go ahead and load this up. Start writing all this stuff down. Just in case I change my mind on the Tech Reborn stuff. And, put this stuff up. This chest is like so full. So full. We don't need that. Scoria. Right. Alright guys, I think that's going to be just about it for this episode. Oh, it was a long episode, but we got the Bastion, so in between episodes I will go ahead and bridge over to the Bastion and yeah. So even though it didn't look like Tech Reborn is going to pan out, it looks like, you know, we'll still be able to continue on. But anyway, I enjoyed having you all along, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. You guys take care, okay? Toodles!